There's a difference.
What did you learn from there that you actually applied that gave you an edge for you to be recruited at Amex and MasterCard?
So, resilience, patience, ability for you to demonstrate that you can do more than what you're given, ability for you to show that you can be multi-talented. Most of the time, what I see happening now is you're employed, you're given your contract. You're the best performing within the confines of your contract. People complain that, why am I not being promoted? But what you're forgetting is you're just doing as per your contract. Now you need to go outside of that contract for you to demonstrate different abilities, right? If you're just doing what you're employed for, you really don't get promotions because you're already rewarded as per your contract terms. But if you go beyond, then it's easy for leaders to see you and say, oh, wait a minute. Frank is doing this, but he can also take care of this, which is not within. So for me, in those formative stages, the fact that I was able to juggle so much told me that as much as I can do this, I can stretch myself beyond. And it really made it easier for me when, I joined Barclays then, because I was very flexible. I'm being told to sell cards, but I could sell loans and other things. And now building up as well to American Express.
That's a tidbit to all those LinkedIn folks who are inboxing and saying, hey, how do I stay ahead? Right. And especially the guys who are pretty much in the entry level.
Right.
It'll be nice to have that advice to actually know that don't really be fixated on one. Just try and make sure you can get a feel of the different areas of business.
Yeah, and it's so there's another twist that also add to it. I never got the privilege to go to uni. Yeah. And today I haven't.
Hang on to that thought. Well, just before we went for the break, something that if you told anyone, especially right now when we're having a whole contention about university degrees, this will actually be breaking news that Frank Mola did not go to university. Now, if he was running for governor in Nairobi, that would have been really crazy, right? Especially at this point in time. We know the story out there, but we're not going to it.
Right.
So, and then you did not go to uni, but
Right.
that did not limit you into your corporate success.
No, it didn't. I think what I also learned in that journey is I've seen a lot of people who didn't go to uni are more hungry than guys who went to the uni. Because I find we have a lot that we want to prove at some point. And for me, it was not by choice. If I had a chance, I would have gone to university, but it's a fact that after high school, you're 7 kids, and your father has to take care of, I'm the third, so the other 4, right? So you have to give space. And that's why you say I had to do all these odd jobs like I mentioned. But it never deterred me, right? So I did Barclays, where it was a 5-year contract, like I said. And also joining Equity, like I said, Dr. Mwangi gave me a lifeline as well. But for Barclays, you could not be a permanent employee without a degree then. So I said, it's fine, I'm gonna do the contract job. So, but what I realized is as I was growing through the ladder, I need some certain skills. And what did I do? I thought of lean learning. I call it lean learning, where I do a course that I apply to what I'm doing immediately. And I quickly enrolled to Strathmore, executive courses. So the first course I did with Strathmore was a master negotiator, because I felt that's my line, negotiation, sales, etc. And then I later came and did a second course with Strathmore, which was Senior Management Leadership Program, because now I was getting into leadership courses and all. I later came and I met a friend who went to Harvard. Now this is a juicy part. And he told me, why don't you apply?
Wow.
I applied and I forgot about it.
Yeah.
3 months later, I checked my inbox, accepted.
You're like, hey, please come.
And that was a good turning point for me,
Yeah.
And then, so since then, I've just been doing all these lean courses, which have been very impactful to what I do every day. So every time I change my career, I have to enroll to a course that is going to impact me and apply immediately. So sometimes the difference I find between lean learning and the degree is what I learned for 4 years. When I get into employment, I'll not be able to apply it. But I think it's a good one as a base to start. Right.
You know what I call it? Is the fire in the belly, because I feel like there's a bit of comfort, with that degree, with that master's, with that professional paper. So I think I could see that even as you're explaining it, like that is what really put you.
Interesting is that in Barclays,
Yeah.
I had a few people who resigned when they realized I didn't have a degree, and one had a master's and a PhD. They're like, I can't be led by somebody who's not gone to school.
Yeah.
And that happened. But life is interesting. Later in life, you meet, and the same people are coming back and saying, do you have some openings where you are?
So some jobs as well.
Yeah, it should not define where you're going.